left off, we were you guys were just about to start fighting this angry tree. I believe Alex was on her way to go find Gigi, um, and the rest of you were going to stand and fight. Is that correct?
Yeah, as ridiculous as that sounds, I think we're about to fight a tree.
All right.
Or like
So,
what I actually think is probably a spirit inhabiting a tree because it jumps between trees.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
it's a reasonable thing to assume. Um, yeah, but so with that, I believe Elvis is up first.
All right. Let's see. Hold on. This tree, right as of now, is he still throwing apples at us?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible that I could use my boomerang and like throw it in such a way that I sever like as many apples off the tree as I can?
Um, that's definitely something you can try to make it harder for him to hit. Um, if that's the case, go ahead and just give me an attack roll to see how many or how well you can do this.
Okay.
All right. A 12. I mean that'll hit, so you'll be able to get something off. Go ahead and just roll your damage. So that's going to be 1d4 plus 5.
Okay. 6.
Yeah, so you're not able to get much of the apples off. I see you're able to get a few off, but like he definitely does take that damage from it.
Okay.
But you don't get to sever many apples. It's not gonna affect his damage very much.
All right. All right.
Let's see. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? I believe as a bonus action, you can do things like you can do your animating performance. You can also do your bark inspiration, those kind of stuff.
I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't think I'm drawing a blank right now.
Sometimes it's better to hold on to your stuff anyway. You don't want to blow it all at once because you
Yeah,
might need it.
you can end your turn there if you'd like.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to look through, but I think I'm just gonna do that and then I'll come back.
So next up would be Jalen, but I would say Jalen's going with Alex to find Gigi. And next up is Hella.
Oh boy. So really, it's just two of us fighting this tree.
Probably.
All right. Let me think. How frustrated would I be, and would I try to burn down every tree here? Because I'll level with you, most of the things I do are fire related, so I have to be very careful how I approach this situation.
I mean, like, here's the thing you gotta remember is that like burning live trees is like, more difficult than it is burning dead trees. So I don't think you need to worry about a wildfire here. The trees
Okay,
are spaced, they're spaced enough, and also all of them are like, fully full of water.
that's good. All right. In that case, let me.
All trees now have advantage against your fire.
No. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my fancy race bonuses to cast Burning Hands on this tree.
Nice. Okay, so you're gonna walk up in order to do that.
Yeah, and I'm letting you know that because it does not count as using a spell slot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
1 second. Let me click on this.
Can a tree make a dexterity saving throw?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm assuming it's very bad at dex saves because it can't really move.
Yeah. It has to beat a 16.
Yeah. So this thing is very bad at dex saves.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it fails. Roll that damage.
Yeah, 3d6 fire damage, which I have some other cool things that happen if these rolls don't go particularly well. Ah! Of course, the d6 is the one I drop on the floor. Come back here. Ooh, not bad. Okay, so I've got 3, 5, and 6, so that's what, 14. And the Flames of Phlegethos feat is going to kick in, and I'm going to wreath myself in flames.
All right. You badly scorched the front of this tree. It is very black, and you can see the like sap is like boiling and pussing out of it.
Gross.
Yeah, very gross. With that, it's going to be its turn. It's going to try and nab you. 'Cause you're right, you're close enough to it now.
Okay. So is it making a attack roll?
It's making
against me then?
it's making a grapple roll or an attack roll, and then it'll grapple you if it succeeds.
Okay. With the flames on, any creature within 5 feet that hits me with a melee attack takes 1d4 fire damage.
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. Failing that, it's going to try throwing an apple at Elvis.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit Elvis?
Yeah, my armor class is 12.
Okay. In that case, yes, a 13 would hit you.
It hits you. It's going to do 9 damage to you.
Okay, great.
How much health do you have?
She has 59.
Okay.
I believe next up is going to be Alex. Is Alex continuing to run to get Gigi?
So initially I was going to go get Gigi before it became like apparent that this was actually an issue. So upon hearing the, flames like turning, seeing someone on fire, Alex is probably going to turn back around and start going towards it. How far away do you think
Okay.
I got?
If you wanted to, you could have just like gotten 30 feet away, so you could get back to it and attack it if you'd like.
Okay. So going back over there, let's see. What do I want to do? I'm going to cast Hold a Person on the creature possessing the tree.
All right, so just want to put this out here. That will not work because this is not a person.
Fine.
Generally, you would need something like Hold Monster for something like this.
All right. Well,
Who told magic could be so semantic-y?
I'll go ahead and slash at the tree with my short swords.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Let's see. That is a 22 and a 14.
Both hit. This thing does not have a high armor class because it is not moving.
So that's 6 and 9. So 15 damage.
All right.
You not actually fight with your sickle?
It's my secondary weapon.
Got it.
All right.
Actually, let's see. So this counts as a bonus action. So Alex, after the attack, is gonna like widen her stance and just scream at the tree using Draconic Cry.
Okay.
So until the start of my next turn, myself and my allies all have advantage on attack rolls against the enemy.
Cool.
Okay. Nice. All right.
And then I
I'll-
win.
I'll keep that in mind. All right, we'll just jump Jalen into the order there. So, for context, what's just happened to Elliot is Elvis, Hella, and Alex have all attacked the tree. The tree attacked back a bit, tried to grab Hella, and threw some apples at Elvis. Because you were here, I just had you were going to go with Alex to find Gigi, but she decided to turn around. So what would you like to do?
Ew, that's a good question. If everyone else is attacking the tree, I think the words maybe ringing in Jalen's mind is "do no harm." That being said, I think this tree's doing some harm anyway, so we'll make
Man,
do.
the tree started it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I will attempt to perform an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So
You get 2 beams, right?
that's right. Yeah, so I'll throw out an attack roll. Let's have a look. I think for Jalen, the Eldritch Blast. So yes, firstly I got a 17 to hit on the first one,
That hits.
and a 26 to hit on the second one. Let's go.
Both hit. Okay.
So that's 14 force damage as the first, and then
Oof.
15 on the second.
Oof.
That's a lot of damage.
Man. That's really significant, actually.
Eldritch Blast is OP.
15
Alright.
was literally both of my attacks.
Jalen's a DPS main. Yeah, I think just to throw it out there for some flavor, I imagine for Jalen, since his patron is kind of based in thunder, I think it's. You guys remember Sparky Boom Man? David knows what's about. I'm picturing sort of like a concussive blast that it's almost got like a delayed sound barrier breaking kind of noise, like a as the two beams crackle with sort of thunderous energy. I think that's just a fun bit of flavor. But yeah, I'm taking this tree down.
So,
All right.
what are your damage modifiers for that? I'm very curious. Do you have like feats that make it busto?
So yes, so as a warlock, I've got, I believe it's called Agonizing Blast, which basically lets you add your charisma modifier onto the damage, and then
Beautiful.
I happen to roll a 9 and then a 10.
Awesome, love that.
So I rolled insanely high, and I've got the thing that makes it very, very damagey.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we're gonna pop back in the order to Elvis.
Okay.
This tree is looking not great. It's been blasted and it's been burned and slashed.
And it's scared.
Okay. Can I use animate to animate my own tree and have it start throwing apples at the tree?
Absolutely.
Yes, let's do it.
Amanda is the perfect kind of person to play this game with.
I love to hear it. Thank you.
This is truly beautiful.
All right. So you how would you describe the way you animate this tree? 'Cause I don't remember what did we decide was your bardic art?
I remember. I think it was a paintbrush. Like I have a paintbrush, and then I like.
All right. Do you just go over and draw a face on a tree?
Yeah, I go over, and I like draw a little silly little face. I give him a little mustache, like for some extra, and yeah, I animate this tree, and he just starts pummeling the other tree with apples.
All right.
Dude, you're just Mickey Mouse from that like Ink Spots game.
Amanda, please. What would Elvis name this tree? It's not important, but I feel like I need to know.
No,
Yeah,
it is
well, I
important.
think no, it's definitely important. That's a good question. I think I would probably name this tree Bartholomew.
Perfect.
Wait, what about Bartholomew?
Bartholomew. Yeah.
Bartholomew.
So something I'd like to note is technically this tree can hover at a speed of 30 feet.
What?
I see no issues here.
This is beautiful.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack. It's going to be a +8, and then it does a D10 +3.
Okay. So 14.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll D10 +3.
Okay, 13.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you get some of this tree on tree action, and
Spicy.
Spicy.
so you draw a face in this tree, and it just comes flying at this other tree, throwing apples, and like the original angry tree is apparently just had enough, and you can see it's not doing great with all these things, and so it stops moving, and then out of the corner, you're actually if you all want to make perception checks, you might be able to see the spirit leave it.
Unnatural 20.
Hey.
Oh, perfect.
Well, alright, Hella.
I also got one.
You guys are on it. Okay. So yeah, I'll say you see that this like blur of this blur leave the tree as it stops moving, and then you see it like jump from rock to rock, rolling away as fast as it can, but you definitely have a bead on it. At this point, I think you guys will also hear, probably feel the rumbling as Gigi comes bounding over the hill, being alerted to the commotion.
Oh boy.
This is fine.
I'm gonna follow the rocks.
All right. Go ahead and give me. Unless you have, do you have anything that would help with your speed? Otherwise, it'd be athletics check in order to keep up with it.
Dang, how fast is this? What's the movement speed on a rock?
Well, it's just jumping from rock to rock and then rolling with
Oh.
each jump.
I
Alright.
mean, I've
I was-
got a mount, but I don't think I'm on him currently.
Oh, if you'd like to, it only takes half your movement to mount up. So you can jump on him, and then he has I believe
40.
he has a speed of 40 feet. Okay,
40.
yeah, he's still faster. So
Excellent.
you, and if you want to, you can use their athletics instead.
Okay. I don't have any information on what his athletics is at all, but
Give me 1 second. So he has a +4 to strength, so it'd be a +4 to the athletics.
excellent.
And I'd
Sure.
say probably because you're proficient in riding him, you can probably add your proficiency bonus, so it'd be a +7.
Excellent. That's 17.
All right, yeah, you're charging after that, and you are definitely gaining ground. Cut back to the other group. As Gigi comes running up, it's like, I heard loud noises. What's going on?
The tree began to attack us. It seems to be haunted.
A haunted tree? That's new.
The tree threw an apple at me, and then it when I dealt with that, it jumped to another tree, and then the other tree started attacking. I don't think it's actually the tree. I think it's something affecting the trees.
Oh, that's
Our friend is currently chasing it that way.
that is strange. I've trees never acted like that before. Are you all right?
My pride's a little hurt, but other than that, I'm mostly fine.
Probably around a similar time, you might hear shouting as she comes in. It probably takes you guys a while to see it because this little 2 foot tall mouse folk comes running up, shouting, "Gigi, Gigi, I need your help!"
2 feet? That's so cute.
So excited.
It's so tiny.
I know too many of these NPCs already, and I know exactly which it is, and it makes me happy.
This is Ida Nickett, little black mouse folk. Gigi, Gigi, I need your help. She'll come up and see the new people, and also the very burned tree, and also little baby Groot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Polymorph that guy.
Like, what happened? What happened here?
We're getting attacked. It's okay. We're trying to keep it under control. It seems that there's haunted trees, but it's getting away.
At that, her face falls. There's like, oh, that's what I came for. First, hi, I'm Ida Nickett.
Hi.
I'm guessing you guys are new in town. I heard something about that. So
Yeah.
She turns to Gigi. Yeah, a mimic escaped. Could you help us find it, please? And she's like, if you're able to catch it, that'd be great. But it's please don't hurt it. You see,
How can it be caught?
she pulls out a little silver collar, like dog collar. This can help a lot. They don't they can't possess silver, so they can be wrangled with this. It's kind of my fault it got loose. I'm sorry.
Why do you have mimics?
Oh well, he actually came with us when we joined the Grove. He actually is super useful. He serves as a really efficient form of waste disposal because mimics will eat anything. And they like use 100% of all the energy and stuff that they eat. So basically, we can you know it's a little cruel to say it's a living trash can, but it seems happy about it.
The bruises my friend and I have from apples would disagree with that.
I don't think it was really trying to hurt you. I think it's just it likes to play tricks and it likes to be a prankster.
Is Alex still visible, like chasing this thing?
I'd say like yeah, like you're catching up to it. Like you're still keeping track of it. Go ahead and give me another perception check because it's jumping around a lot. So I want to make sure you can keep your eyes on it.
That's an 8.
Womp.
All right, so I think that like you get right up to where you think you last saw it, and the rock that you think it was in is not moving.
Wait. Where are my feet?
Mhm.
I am lucky. I'm gonna re-roll this.
Okay.
That's a 10. Is that any better?
No.
That's fine.
So right now we don't know where it is.
Yes, you guys have lost it.
Ooh boy. Okay. I ask Ida. Is there any way you can detect this thing, or how do we find it?
Yeah, that's how I was able to know to come here. I know how to do locate creature, and I should be able to help you guys find it. But if you're willing to help me find it, I really appreciate it.
If it is within 120 feet, I can drop this collar straight onto it. Maybe.
Well, seeing how you guys were moving at like 50 feet per round, and I think probably we're dashing. I think it's probably gotten farther away than that by now.
Okay. All right. We'll.
Just because like in 2 rounds it would have been too far away.
Well, as far as I understand, it still would not be able to leave this grove. Is that correct?
No, yeah, of course not.
Okay, so I guess it can't get too far then. How long does it take to locate this creature?
I believe the locate creature is like a 1 action. It is a 1 action. Yes. Yeah. I can do it right now. And she starts performing some magic with her hands. You see like she's like drawing. She basically ends up like drawing like a map of the grove with light, and then on that map a little like red ping pops up over by Mumbara's house. So down the very bottom of the grove.
Oh, there it is.
Hmm.
In all the trees? Great.
So, and she says like, all right, I can keep this map going for about an hour. After that, I might need some time to recharge in order to be able to do it again.
All right. Well, we better find it before 1 hour. How is everyone at jogging?
I mean, we should go.
All right, I will say, if you guys want to, both Alex's mount can probably handle 2 people, and I bet that Elvis's animated tree can carry people as well.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We're borrowing your tree. Sorry. How fast is it?
It can fly, so it can go a little bit faster.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what's more unsettling, riding that horrific skeletal mount or riding a tree that can attack that PTSD with trees now.
All right. Well, GG says to you guys, well, I see you guys collected a bunch of apples. I'll go ahead and finish up, and I'll get this cleaned up. In the meantime, good luck.
Thank you. It was wonderful to meet you, and I'm sure we'll see you tonight for the celebration.
Yeah, of course. I'll look forward to it.
Having now destroyed one of his many trees,
Hey,
abscond away.
it's just a little crispy. It's just a little crispy.
Mhm.
All right, so you guys make it to the edge of Mumbara's little forest. Ida was looking at her maps. Yeah, it looks like it's hanging out right at Mumbara's house right now.
Okay. Like, according to the plan, does it appear to be in the house or?
Yeah, looks like it's currently in the house.
Okay.
Like she's like there's like a zoom.
Enhanced.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Good job. Enhance.
Okay. I guess once we're there, I guess Jalen will just knock on the door and ask permission to go in the house.
All right, so you guys
Like
are-
the
you guys have to- you
vampire
guys are-
he is.
All right, so you guys are walking through the little forest here. I'd say all of you have a decent perception. I think actually Elvis has a decent passive perception, don't you? Yeah. The rest of you maybe not as much, but Elvis definitely notices that there's you feel a lot of eyes watching you as you guys are as you're walking through this little path to Mumbara's house.
Oh no. Okay. I start to feel like I get the chills, and I'm like, guys, do you feel that? Am I being paranoid? I feel like we're like being watched or something.
I don't sense anything like this. Do you think this is an ominous thing or a good thing?
I don't know. I feel like there's eyes on us. I don't know. Sort of like look around.
All right.
Ida, do you know why she may feel this way?
Oh, yeah, Edith's pretty fun. Oh, it might be some of Mumbara's friends. I mean, they're always looking out in the woods.
No threat.
Yeah, yeah. Mumbara has quite a large family here.
Hmm.
Do you think?
Alex is just gonna like focus back on going towards the house. Just
Yeah, so you guys come to a little clearing, and you see this quaint little cottage. It seems to be built, like very like just like out of nature. So like you have, vines are like wrapping everything together, and you got like a lot of branches and thatch holding everything together. But it's like it comes together like a very quaint little cottage.
Well, Ida, what do you know of this Mumbara?
Oh, she's a really lovely person. She's a druid. She's a lizard person. She came here because her family was taken from her, and so she came for a safe place to build a new family.
Okay. Well, that is okay. That's good to know. I guess I will knock on the door.
The door opens, and you can you look down to see what opened the door, and there's this little tree man down at the bottom looking up at you. This and it says, "Who are you?"
We are new here. We have only just come into the grove today. We are looking for a mimic which seems to have taken residence in your house.
I will see you. And you open the door wider, and you can walk in and see sitting sitting in like an armchair. Is this lizard folk?
sees DM is typing. Waits.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
cool.
yeah, so Mumbara is a crocodile skink lizard folk, and you can see that sitting in her lap is a little blueberry bush. It turns towards you guys as you guys enter.
Well, hello. You must be Mumbara.
That's correct. I assume that you are new to the grove.
Yes, we only arrived earlier today. Actually, I'm sorry we are in a little bit of a rush. We cannot greet you just as normal. We are under the impression that there's a creature that is living within your house that does not belong.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think he's in the kitchen right now. And at this, you'll hear like a like really pronounced like oh, as you hear something eating in the kitchen.
Um,
I think you'll find him gorging himself, and he might be easier to track down there. She'll stand up and walk over to the kitchen and bring back a cutting board that has a tongue sticking out of it. It's like, here you go, Ida.
Another successful mission.
You need the help with putting the necklace on the mimic, or are you okay to do this?
Ida kind of like forces the cutting board to like bend a little bit and then just shoves the collar on. At which point the cutting board kind of like just like shunted out, and then you see this little just this little translucent white mouth with a tongue sticking out of it. Basically, it's basically like a little transparent haunter with a little like silver collar around its neck, and it's just like wet wagging its tongue at you.
Hilarious.
I think Jalen's gonna go over and scowl at it and just like bend down and say, "Yeah, not so strong now, are you? You're just a tiny little nothing, you know. No more throwing trees at my friends, please. Apples."
It's gonna try and lick your face.
Oh no. I did not ask for this. This is not what I wanted. Okay, well,
Does a 13 hit you?
13. My AC
Yeah.
is 15, so I guess I'm able to.
Okay, so no, it doesn't. It tries to lick you, but you manage to pull back in time.
You definitely dodged the tongue.
It tried to kill me.
Alex is just snickering behind you at this.
Mbara, we'll turn back to you. It's good to see new faces here. Tell me, what are you running from? Everyone who comes here generally is running from something. If you don't mind me asking, what are you running from?
Is she dictating that question at anyone in particular?
Just to the group is who is being addressed to.
Well, if I may speak for myself, it's mostly just trying to get away from maybe a way of life. I was guided here, and maybe that is all I'm willing to share at this time. But maybe I can get to know you better over the coming months.
Understandable.
Loss.
Mambara gives you a very understanding look. I say you don't even need much insight in order to be able to tell. She knows almost exactly what you mean when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to something new, I guess. What I was doing wasn't really working out anymore.
Sorry, let's just say this boomerang has caused me a lot of trouble over the years, and I'm looking for a more peaceful place.
Well, I assure you, this is the most peaceful place you'll ever find. I certainly the most peaceful I've ever found. I'm so rude. I didn't even ask for your names.
Elvis.
Hella.
Jalen.
Well, if you're new in town, I assume that Maribel will be throwing a party tonight. I surely will see you there. I would not miss that. She turns to Ida. It's like, do try to keep a closer watch on your little mimic there. We don't want him causing too much trouble now. Ida kind of gives that like head down, like the scolded child look.
I'd like to just ask Mambara before we head out. What do you know of these woods and these the creatures that live in these woods? You appear to be more in touch with nature than most.
These, if you're referring to the Guardians, I believe that they are a natural conclusion of what of the intent of the Grove. Now, I can't say for certain. I wasn't there when it was made, but it seems to me the Grove is meant to be a place that is truly safe. And if that was the original intention of whatever magics created this Grove, then I believe that the Guardians were a natural conclusion to make sure those that need somewhere safe can get in, and those that would harm those here would not.
Of course, no, this makes sense. I think I. So when you would have arrived at this grove, you heard "do no harm." Is that correct?
Yes, I remember all three. Bring no harm, bring no greed, and bring no prejudice.
In that case, maybe I'm just a little nervous, but we destroyed a couple trees today and attacked this mimic, and I'm a little concerned one of these creatures may come looking for us for breaking this first rule.
I do not believe you need to worry about that. The Guardians never leave the border. And the fact that you are here means that they trust you, and I believe your actions will not change their trust.
Okay.
You acted in self-defense, and additionally, you acted in the interest of the others here. You were attacking something that could be dangerous.
Okay. So thank you. That is a little reassuring.
The little blueberry bush that was on the chair next to her, kind of like just like waddles over to Jalen and like reaches a branch reaches out, plucks a blueberry off itself and hands it to you.
I think Jalen's gonna be real hesitant about that. Can I? Is it normal to do an insight check on a bush?
Sure, go for it.
All right, let's do it. Oh boy, that's a 7.
It's just a blueberry bush. It's hard to read a blueberry bush. It's just handing you a berry. As far as you can tell, it's a normal blueberry.
All right, I'll take it.
All right. So, one of the main things is you were supposed to talk to Rhino about getting a house built. And then let's see. I remember. I don't think I gave you guys like a full proper list of all the things you needed, but if you probably should go talk to the Nickets to get some more like other party supplies. They'll be able to assist you with stuff like that. You talk to, and then you might want to go talk to some of the other people to get other things you might need. Like you also have the disc and to deliver to Valkyrie.
Oh yeah. Well,
Which I don't trust whatsoever. If that was in my possession, it would have been thrown in the woods.
I will say Maribel would have mentioned that she'd asked you to go talk to Martha and Rick to see if she could get Rick to do a cleaning service for the dining hall.
Well, looking at the map, it looks like we could almost do like a border sweep, like sort of go counterclockwise around the edge of the town and sort of stop off at each place. From where we are, that seems to make the most sense.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So I guess you gonna head to, or do you want to stop by Rotox, Lees, and Calatarn? They're I don't think Maribel gave you anything specific to get from them, but you can visit them if you'd like to.
Do we know anything about them? I don't think anyone's mentioned their names before.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really mentioned them. You assume they'll probably be at the party since Malachi mentioned that everyone will be coming.
I feel like I'd rather just go to the people they told us to go to start.
Okay. So are you going to head up the Nickets, or are you going to go to Martha and Rick first?
I was thinking we'd start with Rhino just because they were the first one they mentioned by name.
Okay. Yeah, so you can just cut straight across and talk to Rhino.
I think before we head over there, though, Alex is gonna gather everyone and be. Was anyone hurt during that small fight? Any pains or anything?
Well, I'm okay myself.
All good.
I did get a little bit of damage.
Remembering that you did take some damage, Umbara will mention that if you are injured, you should probably go talk to Dr. Nib. He's a very good healer, and so you could probably he'll fix you right up.
Alex slightly bristling at this. It's just like, come here. I will heal your wounds.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And so I thought Hella was hurt, but if Hella's not,
I took like 2 points of damage. I'll be fine.
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and Alex is gonna just
Yes.
like lay her hand on your arm because it's probably all she can reach. And you took 9 points of damage, yeah?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and heal you for those 9 points with lay on hands. Now let us go.
Thank you.
All right. You guys are cutting straight across to Rhino.
Well, maybe while we're walking on the way there, I'll just sort of throw out to the party. It seems like we're all a little competent at fighting, although that was a strange. It was a strange fight. I'll admit it. I've never fought a tree before. I think you all did very well.
Yeah,
Thanks.
strong group. You all did well.
As you guys approach the house that you figure is Dr. Nib and Rhino's, you'll see one half of the house appears to be like a big, like open carpentry shop. You can see like there's tools and like even like some like basic machinery in there. Like you can see like there's a I found this really cool. There's a pedal powered lathe where basically it's like a you know those old sewing machines where you press the pedal down up and down again, and then it will like get things spinning.
Yeah.
I've seen it where they have done that with like a lathe where you can like have like the rope doing that and getting it spinning.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the things you'll notice is that all of this carpentry equipment is huge. Like it'd be difficult for any of you to operate any of this, especially Alex.
Me, the size of one of the pedals.
Well, do we see either of the denizens of this place?
Not outside right now.
Okay.
And I'll say the other half, it just looks like a regular house. Maybe you'll see a little like red cross on the front of it, indicating that like a doctor lives here.
Classic.
The standard.
Let's try and find this Rhino. House to live in would be a good
My
change.
best guess is he's in the carpenter shop if he's the one for building the houses.
Yeah, we could search in there.
Okay. You guys walk up to the carpenter shop, and out of one of the interior doors, walking out is this guy is about as big as Gigi is.
So we got another 8-foot tall person. I come up to their knee.
Whoa!
This is Rhino.
Whoa!
Is that a beetle man?
He's a rhino beetle.
Huge anamorphic rhino
He's
beetle.
got 4 arms. It's crazy.
All right, Dark Souls boss.
Yeah. Yeah, why do I hear boss music kicking in when we approach the carpentry?
Rhino will see you and make some clicking noises, and and after staring at you for a second, out the same door walks a much smaller person.
Excellent. That's beautiful.
And then out the door comes who you assume to be Dr. Nib, this little frogman.
Yes! I love him so much.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
There's a very different energy
Little-
coming from this guy.
Opposites attract.
And Dr. Nib comes out, oh, are you new in town?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, very new.
It is good to see you.
We hear you're the doctor for any ailments in this place.
I do my own practice. My specialty is in surgery, but I do know most ways to teach the healing arts. I know how to practice them as well.
We were told to stop by and talk to Rhino about building a house.
Oh, of course. He'll look up at Rhino and mimic some of the clicking sounds that Rhino made earlier. And Rhino does a like a nod and looks at you like Rhino.
Oh, is when he says rhino, is that a good thing or is that normal?
Yeah. Rhino doesn't. It's difficult for him to produce words in the common tongue. He doesn't have lips or a tongue or vocal cords, so it's not easy for him.
I wonder maybe a DM question. Jalen's fairly well travelled in the sense that he's gone from city to city for a long time. Has he ever seen anything quite like Rhino before?
Go ahead and give me a history check. Or if you'd like, actually, anyone can make this history check. Or if you'd like, also this could be a Arcana check. Interesting enough. So if either of those are something you'd like, as would like to do.
Me with my intelligence check of +0.
I got a 14.
I got a nat 1,
14.
baby.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a 19.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, all right. And does Elvis want to roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it's being technical difficulties.
That's all right.
Okay. I think I got a 9.
All right. So, Jalen, Rhino defies all possibilities. He should not exist. However, Alex, you think you've heard of something similar to Rhino?
Mm-hmm.
Not in the sense of you've seen like giant anamorphic rhino builds before, but more in the sense of you've seen a large, like mutated insect that was with a traveling traveler that came to Glormore a few years ago. And looking at like the structures and like some of the things, it looks vaguely similar. And I think you'd remember that the traveler had come from a big Einstadian college, Einstad being the country that Glormore is in,
Okay.
and I think you remember it was some big like national university that they were traveling from.
Okay.
You think they were a professor or something like that?
The traveler or the other insect?
The traveler, the insect at the time didn't speak, and so you assume wasn't intelligent.
Hmm.
And also the professor didn't treat it as intelligent either.
Hmm. Was probably not a fan of that professor.
Yeah, probably.
So, Doctor, we've been sent here that Rhino may build us some sort of home. I don't know if this is something we would pay your services for, or if this is just what Rhino enjoys.
Oh no. I assure you. Oh, let me ask, Rhino. Like he does like the clicking noises, and Rhino clicks back. Rhino will be happy to build you a house. It these days, there's not much for him to do, and so he enjoys having the work.
Well, that is very kind.
And so probably between sessions, you guys can like brainstorm what you want your house to look like, and that will be constructed probably it'll probably take like at least one more arc for that to be finished, and then in the meantime you can probably stay with somebody else.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you can work on what you want your house to look like. And Dr. Noon will say, so I assume that Maribel will be celebrating tonight and will be there. Is there anything that you need or anything that I can provide you with?
I think for now we are okay, but it's been lovely to meet you, and of course we'll see you tonight for the main party.
Of course.
Have you been here very long?
Oh, we've been here a while. A few years at least. We were here before. Like, when we came, we were only a group of 7, with us included. So we've grown a bit since we come. So I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but time is difficult to measure when you don't have the outside world.
Of course. Actually, that is an interesting point. I wonder, do you even find yourself having seasons in here? Maybe this would have been a better question for GG, but does it snow in here, or is it always the same?
I don't remember ever having snow. Generally, the weather stays pretty consistent, pretty constant. No seasons that I can really remember. I think, judging from the times when Rhino's gone to work with Gigi, even the plants don't seem to have seasons. They'll grow at their own pace, regardless of the time of year.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, thank you anyway, and we'll look forward to construction of whatever house we end up living in.
Yeah. And you see Rhino is already moved over, and he has some butcher paper. And you see starting to like do like sketches of stuff.
Mhm.
You see him. He has like carpenter pencils in all 4 hands.
Dude, I wish that were me. That'd make patterning so much easier.
How big are his fingers? Does he have to have like really big pencils, or are they normal sized?
So he has the pencil. They're normal sized carpenter pencils, but they are like balanced right at like the tips of his claws. He's kind of doing like witch hands in order to hold the pencils properly.
Hilarious.
All right. Where are you guys going next? You guys are equidistant from both Valkyrie and Martha and Rick.
My vote would be Valkyrie, just because again, it's a person that we know what to do
Yeah.
when we get there.
Alex, you said you seem to be a little uncomfortable with this Valkyrie. If it's not too personal, would you mind saying why?
The Valkyrie herself, no. If she is here, she is good. The Terra attacked Glorimor, erased it to the ground.
Is that
That is where I'm from.
Sure. The Terra, is that that's Warforged?
No, Terra is the the group that the Aarakocra
Okay.
that we spoke to is from, and where this
Okay.
Warforged is from.
Yes.
They chose to attack us for no reason. We were simple farming town on coast.
I see. So, I think I think I do remember this from first session. I think my brain was just catching up. So, so you may be less you're less forgiving of the army which took your home.
Yes, there was no reason. We weren't dangerous. And they took much from me. But this disc with writing on it, I want nothing to do with it. If you want to deliver it, it's fine. But I want nothing to do with it. If this Valkyrie has left them to reside here, then better off for her. But if that is something that will allow them to see in here, or allow them to make threats, or allow them anything, I want nothing to do with it.
Good to know. That is okay. I did not expect you to have to do anything like that. As far as I remember, the disc was just a message, a letter, if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully, this will not lead to anything negative for you or your people.
I hope it's not negative for the Valkyrie. If she escaped here, then she must be good. If she passed through, then she is someone who deserved to be here.
Sure. And someone who maybe means no harm, so you are probably safe.
My safety is not the concern.
Right. So you guys approach Valkyrie's house. Like you see, out on one corner, she has like a little like workshop with like an anvil and like a big like furnace for working metal. It looks like, and the rest of her house kind of has like a very like plain, almost like very stock, very undecorated theme to it. Something you would see in like a military camp, because like very plain and like quick built kind of thing. So this is Valkyrie.
Very cool.
You guys will come up and you'll knock on her door, and she'll come up to the door and be like, "Oh, are you new in town? I'm sure you've heard this several times so far, but I have to ask."
Yeah, we had just arrived earlier today. We actually, not only we were maybe wanting to meet you, but also we have a message for you.
A message for me? Here, come in.
On our way in, some people just asked us to deliver this. We don't have any sort of affiliation with what's going on.
She looks suspicious about that, but she says, "Well, come on in. I'll make some. You want tea or something?"
No thanks.
I will take some tea. Yes, please.
Any tea for Alex or Elvis?
Sure, I will drink the hot leaf liquid.
I'll take some tea. Yes.
All right. So she comes back from the kitchen with 3 cups of tea. You'll see on the wall is her giant spear there. You see that it looks very like it's like a bit dusted, and like it hasn't been like polished in a while. You can definitely tell that her spear has not seen any love in a while.
That's good signs.
But at the same time, you'll definitely notice that this spear is handcrafted and like very custom Like you can see inscriptions on it. You can see like custom like grips on it. It's clear that this was a very loved weapon that is no longer loved.
Okay.
I was like, well, if you have a message for me, might I ask who it's from?
We don't really know. Just some guys in uniforms asked us to hand it to you.
Uh,
They bore Terra marks.
at this, her eyes like dull a bit. The light in her eyes dulls a bit. It's like, oh no. Okay. Can I see it?
Sure. Yeah. I guess whoever, I don't know who's got it, but I guess we can pass it over.
Think you have it?
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass it over for sure.
Yeah, you talk to like every NPC while the rest of us are really awkward the entire time. So I think you got
Yeah.
handed it.
Alright, that works.
Yeah. So she takes it. And is like, oh, okay. And she goes over to a little metal box. That she pulls out of a closet. She's like, and she places the disc on top of the box. Would someone like to read out what this message says as a little like projector plays the message? I can send the message to the group, and someone can read it out if they'd like. This is what the message says.
Attention Briscoe, Dragonflight Unit 1041. This message is to inform you that your commission contract with the Tyran Royal Military has been suspended, pending an investigation concerning your alleged violation of Article C, Section 4, Issue 3. A Warforged unit may never travel to a location beyond the assigned bounds of the current mission. You are required to return to Tira and face interrogation to determine the extent of your violation. Failure to return will result in the dissolving of your contract and the repeal of all associated rights and allowances. Additionally, you will be designated as a free target, and a bounty equal to no less than 4 times your purchase price will be offered for your capture, and a bounty of no less than twice your purchase price will be offered for proof of your destruction. Regards, General Tenlin Kor.
She kind of laughs after hearing that, and is like, well, I guess good luck to them.
You can't leave this place, right?
That's nice to hear. No, I can't. And I'm guessing this is just a formality, but I still find it funny that they went through all the effort to send it to me. I don't want to. I'm sure I could have just written it off as undeliverable, but whatever.
So you've got the bounty on your head, which will never ever be able to be collected, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I guess that makes you quite important.
Elvis panics a little bit as she remembers something she has in her pocket. She pulls out a letter and she says, "I was supposed to give this to Bellator and Machina. Do you know that?"
At hearing those words, she like zeroes in on you, like, hold up. Can I see that?
Yeah.
All right. So you hand her this red envelope. She takes it and opens it, reading through it, and is immediately like looking downcast. And her the laughter she had before is like this completely disappeared. And she's like, she sets the letter down on a table next to her, and she's just like, oh no.
You okay?
I hate to be so rude, but I need to decompress for a second. Stay here, finish your tea. I've got to go for a second. And she kind of shuffles past you guys, goes out the door, extends her wings, and just takes off flying.
What
Well,
you delivered?
The letter is still sitting on the table there.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna read that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, snatch.
All right, let me send you what the letter says. So, in that case, Matt, do you want to read this?
I would love to read this. What voice are we taking?
whatever you want. This is like just a guy, I think, maybe a Warforged.
All right. Dear Valkyrie, I hope that this letter finds you safe. I'm writing to keep you updated on the situations here in Tira. Since your disappearance, Royal Command has disbanded your Reapers. We've managed to rescue more than half of them, but several remain in custody. We truly regret that we could not get to Mime and Locket in time. Command publicly disassembled them, claiming that they assisted in your disappearance and what happened to Bravo Company. Things are turning for the worse here. Recruitment is down and is likely going to diminish further. One of our informants in Command told us that Command is planning to have another 1041 unit built and publicly disassemble them and claim they are you. We don't have the resources to disrupt this, and if the Warforged population believe you are dead by Command's Iron Fist, I truly think it'll crush the spirit you inspired. If you ever find your way back to Tira, Glass Mallory will always have a home for you. We may stumble, but we will survive. Your friend, your old friend, Sentry.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We've
Okay.
got ourselves a freedom fighter who abandoned the cause.
Terra is causing more harm, even amongst themselves.
It does seem that way. Well, Elvis, how did you come across this letter? You mentioned you were past it somehow?
Yeah, somebody gave it to me outside of the grove.
Oh, was it a Warforged who gave this to you?
I believe so. Everything is fuzzy because I mean, to be honest, the running through the gooey wall kind of sort of took over my memory.
Well, in that case, I guess don't know what more can be done. I mean, if leaving this place is not an option, then certainly Valkyrie has no more connection to any of this. I wonder where she flies now.
Hmm.
Can I look out the window and see if I can spot her like flying or anything?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Come on, lucky dice. Let's go. That is a 14.
All right. I'd say yeah. You can see, barely. You can see like a very small form in the sky, just like is just sprinting around the sky. It looks like she is going incredibly fast. You probably get the sense that she's trying to decompress and trying to find a way just to like not think about what she read.
But,
Man, Amanda had to bring the mood down.
Well, is it possible that hold on? Is it possible that I could sort of calm emotions?
She is very far out of range in order to do that.
Okay, right, yes.
I could
Looking
try
around the
and-
room, what do I see other than like this spear? Is there anything like particularly interesting?
Let's see. You see not much, honestly. You'll see like a lot of just like very plain decoration. Yeah, like the spear is really the only thing of real note.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I will say, thanks to your Eyes of the Rune Keeper, you can see. So, like the way I'm imagining Eyes of the Rune Keeper works is it looks like that, like the way that Percy Jackson is able to read Greek. So it like rearranges the letters basically.
Oh, okay, for sure.
And I think that like on like in a like very like on the side you can see a spot that you can see like the Warforged language kind of rearrange itself into what you can read, and you can see inscribed on the side of it is the phrase "Bellator in Machina," which translates to "warrior in the machine."
All right.
Actually, I will say, like, if you're looking at the other letter, you'll know that glass Malarai means stained glass.
Okay. It's like a code name.
If you'd like to give me a history check, you might be able to get some more out of that.
Yeah, I want to give you a history check. I got +6 to history checks. I rolled a 2. Let's go.
All right, yeah. You don't know anything more about what might this be.
Dang it! I was excited to learn things.
And then you failed.
If you want to like bring it up to the group about the stained glass thing, then other people could roll.
Sure. I don't know how I would mention that. It's like, hey, stained glass? ? Insert rolls here.
Let's see.
I-
Alex knows nothing.
You know,
Right.
stained glass. It sounds really familiar. I feel like it's something I've heard about somewhere. That's what this name translates to. Do any of you recognize it?
Oh, Elvis.
Well, all I know is that's what the guy told me to. He told me to give it to Bellator and Machina, so I assume that's.
Does Jalen want to roll that history?
He
I rolled a
did.
4.
He did. What did he get?
A 4,
Oh.
a 7.
All right, yeah. You guys aren't going to get this now. Then
This is the problem of making charisma characters. We don't have a single intelligent member of the party.
I have a +6 to history. I just rolled poorly.
Oh, dear. That's funny. Well,
all right.
I suppose I feel a little awkward being in someone else's house, but she did offer tea, so I guess I'll just keep drinking awkwardly.
Brilliant review is coming out.
Can I inspect the disc? What type of metal is it made of?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
11.
You don't recognize the metal used here. It's not like whatever it is. It's not a normal metal.
I don't know how I would check this. What role this would be. Can I see if it's, because I have my proficiency with my jeweler's tools. Can I see at all if this metal would be something I'd be able to work with at all?
Okay.
I don't know what role I would check with that.
Just to do a jeweler's tool check. So it would be your you add proficiency to it, and then this would be like probably like a wisdom. So do a +4 to this roll.
20.
Nice.
You get the sense that it's very, very dense, and it's also, it doesn't like. I think with that you might even be able to tell, it's magically reinforced.
Bah! Useless thing. And she'll just toss it aside.
So I'd say you guys finish your tea. Probably we'll step outside to go to the next building, and that's where we'll call it for this session. Music for this episode was Voice of Nature and Forest Lullaby by Les FM, and was distributed by Pixabay.com. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Grove. If you enjoyed this episode, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to find more episodes and other Grove-related content.